Hi, my name is Kayla Steffens, and I'm doing my media assignment on the microbe. What is a microbe? Throughout this presentation, I will discuss what a microbe is and what role it has on human life. What is a microbe? A microbe is a living thing too small to see with the naked eye. Therefore, we normally use a microscope to view them. The term microbe is a very general term. It is used to describe many different living things such as archaea, bacteria, fungi, protists or protozoa, viruses, and microscopic animals. Bacteria are microscopic, single-celled organisms that have no nucleus and a cell wall made of peptidoglycan. Bacteria are the direct descendants of the first organisms that lived on Earth, with fossil evidence going back about 3.5 billion years ago. Bacteria are the most diverse group and come in so many different shapes and sizes. Archaea are surrounded by a membrane made of a type of lipid that isn't found in any other organism. Most archaea have a cell wall, but theirs is very different from the peptidoglycan of the cell wall of bacteria. Archaea are known for being able to live in extreme climates, but they can also live in non-extreme environments such as the human gut. Fungi are important decomposers in most ecosystems. Their long, fibrous cells can penetrate plants and animals, breaking them down and extracting nutrients. Several species of fungi, mostly yeasts, live harmlessly on the human body. Some familiar fungi include yeast, mold, and mushrooms. Viruses are microscopic particles made of nucleic acids, proteins, and sometimes lipids. Viruses can't reproduce on their own. Instead, they reproduce by infecting other cells and hijacking their host cellular machinery. Viruses are specialized to infect a certain host, and often a specific cell type within that host. HIV, for example, infects a certain type of immune cell in primates. Other viruses infect plants, animals, bacteria, or archaea. Viruses are considered non-living because they cannot reproduce. However, they are very important for all ecosystems. The other type of microbes will be discussed maybe later on, but these are the most discussed within our units. The metabolism of microbes. Heterotrophs are bacteria that include all pathogens and obtain energy from oxidation of organic compounds. Carbohydrates, lipids, and proteins are the most commonly oxidized compounds, and biological oxidation of these organic compounds by bacteria results in synthesis of ATP as the chemical energy source. Autotrophs are bacteria that grow solely at the expense of inorganic compounds without using sunlight as an energy source. They are called autotrophs, chemoautotrophs, and chemolithotrophs. Photosynthetic bacteria, or phototrophs, are prokaryotics, like bacteria and cyanobacteria, that possess phototrophic modes of metabolism. The types of photosynthesis in the two groups of prokaryotes differ mainly in the type of compound that serves as the hydrogen donor in the reduction of carbon dioxide to glucose. Are microbes good or are they bad? I will now discuss some of the good types of microbes and some of the harmful types of microbes. There are millions of microbes, but these are just a few examples. Bacillus subtilis. This form of bacteria is used to prevent illness such as diarrhea. Today we find it fortified in our yogurt, milk, ice cream, and other dairy products, and it's good bacteria. Lactobacillus acidophilus. Found in various locations within your body, such as your intestines and oral cavities. It is used to prevent the overgrowth of other small organisms, such as harmful bacteria in your body. This is a good microbe. Streptococcus thermophilus. The purpose of this bacterium is to improve how your gut functions, and with its high level of resistance to extreme conditions, it helps improve your immunity as well. This is a good microbe. Streptococcus pyogenes causes sore throats and skin infections on your body. This is a bad microbe. This makes you really sick. Escherichia coli, aka E. coli, found in food poisoning. This is a form of bacteria that can cause diarrhea, but it can get worse and lead to bloody diarrhea and, in extreme cases, shock to your circulatory system. This is obviously a bad type of microbe. Microbes and disease. The step-by-step progression of how the genus Plasmodium, or malaria, infects the human body. The malaria parasite life cycle involves two hosts. During a blood meal, a malaria-infected female mosquito inoculates sporozoites into the human host. Sporozoites infect liver cells in mature schizons, which rupture and release merozoites. In notes, the Plasmodium, a dormant stage, can persist in the liver and cause relapses by invading the bloodstream weeks or even years later. After this initial replication in liver, or the exo-erythrocytic schizogony cycle, the parasites undergo asexual multiplication in the erythrocytes. Merozoites infect red blood cells. Then, the ring stage trophozoites mature into schizons, which rupture, releasing merozoites. Some parasites differentiate into sexual erythrocytic stages, gamocytes. Blood stage parasites are responsible for clinical manifestations of the disease. The gametocytes, male microgamocytes, and the female macrogamocytes are ingested by the mosquito during the blood meal. The parasite's multiplication in the mosquito is known as the sporogonic cycle. While in the mosquito's stomach, the microgametes penetrate the macrogametes, male and female parts, generating zygotes. The zygotes turn and become motile and elongated, which invade the midgut wall of the mosquito where they develop oocysts. The oocysts grow and rupture and release sporozoites, which make their way into the mosquito's salivary glands. They inoculate the sporozoites into the new human host, and the whole malaria life cycle starts over again. Conclusion. Microbes could be good or harmful to us. However, they're everywhere. There are so many different types of microbes that not all have been discovered. Some microbes can live in extreme climates, and some can live inside humans, such as our very own microbiota. Microbes are cool. Thank you for your time. And some of the work cited from the sources that I got, and these are all scientific websites.